Welcome to the journey. Did you know there are 11 universal laws that are spiritual in nature that, if learned and practiced as a way of life, will ensure your success in all of your endeavors? Well, today we're going to talk about universal law number one, the law of thinking. To most people, life is a riddle, a deep mystery, a complex and incomprehensible problem, or so it appears. But life is very simple to anyone who has the key to understanding life. Mystery is another name for ignorance, and all things are mysterious until we understand them. Man is a progressive creature, a being of constant growth, and before him lies an unlimited ocean of progress to be navigated and conquered only through the development and cultivation of his mind. The progress of man is determined by his ruling state of mind, because the mind is the governing power of the life of man. Attention should be given to the mental state, for it will regulate the actions and direction, and these actions and directions will determine one's fate. The state of mind is made up of attitudes adopted towards things, events, and life in general. If your attitudes are broad, optimistic, and true, you will exhibit highly constructive and progressive tendencies. But if your mental state is discordant and negative, almost all your tendencies will be misdirected. Man is constantly thinking. He can change his thoughts, but he cannot stop thinking. Thinking power flows in and through us like the air that we breathe. We must learn how to direct this power of thinking into constructive channels of expression. It is scientifically proven that no power can act without producing an effect, and by simply thinking, we are continually producing effects. These effects are revealed in our daily lives. When our thoughts are aimless and imperfect, we produce pain and confusion. This is simply misdirected energy. So, the question that we should ask ourselves is, am I controlling my thoughts, or are my thoughts controlling me? Am I using my thoughts for gain, or are my thoughts using me for loss? The mind is like a fertile field. It will grow whatever we plant in the field. Our thoughts are the seeds that we plant in our field. If we hold positive thoughts in our mind, it is the same as planting positive seeds in our field, and we experience positive experiences in our life. Just the same, if we harbor negative thoughts in our mind, we are planting negative seeds in our field, and our field must produce negative experiences in our life. The field doesn't care what we plant in it, but the field must grow what is planted. It is written, we must reap what we sow. Understanding this parable makes it imperative that we be aware of what thoughts we entertain in our mind. Fear is man's greatest enemy. Fear breaks down our mental resistance and makes us susceptible to all forms of disease. Therefore, it is not conducive to entertain fears lest they come upon us. What I greatly feared has come upon me. Job 3:25. Our fears can do so much harm that we should be careful as to what we fear and worry about. Man is a creature of nature and has the power to overcome all his mistakes and all evil powers. Nature has no problem that she cannot solve, nor any troubles that she cannot remove. All her movements are governed by the law of order and discipline. If we pattern ourselves after nature, we can do the same as nature. Thoughts in our mind are governed by law with the same exactness. Mind is the source and cause of all conditions in our life. So it is in the mind that we adjust and discipline our thoughts to stabilize our affairs. The average person thinks at random. He has no clear design in mind to which he can frame his thoughts. Most of his thinking is beyond control, chaotic, and unorganized. Therefore, he always encounters disappointment and failure, for disappointment and failure thrive on indecision. If we want to win in the game of life, our thinking must be as organized as a professional football team. The week before the game, the team will watch the film of the opponent to see what obstacles they must overcome. The team will form a strategy, game plan to defeat the opposing team. They will practice the game plan to ensure that every player knows exactly what plays the opposing team will use in various situations. Each player will know exactly where to be and what to do in every scenario that can arise. With all this preparation, the football team can expect to win the game. And so must we be in our thinking as we prepare to win the game of life. This concludes another episode of The Journey. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you next week. You folks have a good day, unless you made plans to have a bad day.